Imagine a calm lake, its surface so serene that it reflects the sky and surrounding mountains like a perfect mirror. Now, picture a storm approaching, with wind whipping the water into waves and distorting that peaceful surface. What if you could keep that lake calm, no matter how intense the storm? And what if your mind could stay in peace, unaffected by the turbulence of daily life? In this video, we will explore the essential keys to achieving a peaceful mind, a vital skill in Buddhism, through 3 timeless lessons taught by Buddha. Have you ever wondered how some people seem unshaken by life's challenges? How they don't allow external problems to deeply affect them? Join us as we uncover the secrets to inner serenity, based on ancient teachings that will help you cultivate a calm and balanced mind. You'll discover practical steps you can take today to transform your life from within. How can you apply these Buddhist principles to live with more harmony and less stress? Together, we'll explore how to regain control over your thoughts, shift your mindset, and embrace the peace you deserve. Stay with us as we dive into the powerful tools for achieving a life of tranquility and purpose, no matter the storms that may come your way. Inner serenity. Visualize a calm lake. Imagine a lake so still that its surface mirrors the sky and the surrounding mountains. The water is perfectly smooth, as if untouched by any external force. This tranquil lake represents the peace we can cultivate within ourselves. Now, picture a storm approaching. The wind picks up, creating waves, and the once calm surface of the lake becomes turbulent. In this scenario, the lake symbolizes our mind, naturally peaceful, but often disturbed by the storms of daily life. The key question is, can we keep our inner lake calm even when the storms of life seem overwhelming? Just as a calm lake can reflect the beauty of its surroundings, a peaceful mind can reflect clarity, wisdom, and balance in all situations. Achieving inner serenity is not about avoiding life's challenges, but about developing the ability to remain composed and grounded no matter the circumstances. When we practice mindfulness and meditation, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without letting them dictate our behavior. By becoming more aware of how our mental and emotional states are influenced by external events, we begin to recognize that we have the power to choose our reactions. Maintaining a calm mind in the face of adversity is a skill that requires patience, practice, and self-awareness, but it's one that can bring lasting peace to our lives. How to maintain mental peace during life storms. Life is full of challenges, stressful work situations, personal relationships, financial worries, and health issues. These external factors often feel like the storms that disrupt our inner peace. The question is, how can we maintain mental peace when life feels overwhelming? The answer lies in learning how to weather these storms without allowing them to uproot our sense of tranquility. Just as a ship navigates through rough seas, we too can navigate through turbulent times by cultivating resilience, emotional intelligence, and mindfulness. One of the most effective ways to maintain peace during life's storms is to practice detachment. Detachment does not mean avoiding or ignoring challenges, but rather it is the ability to experience life's ups and downs without becoming consumed by them. When we detach from the need for control and accept that life is unpredictable, we free ourselves from the emotional turmoil that comes with trying to control things that are beyond our influence. Another essential tool is mindfulness. By staying present in the moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment, we can prevent ourselves from being swept away by negative emotions. Meditation can also be a powerful tool to center ourselves, helping us reset and reconnect with our inner calm amidst external chaos. Remember, peace is not the absence of storms, but the ability to remain calm in the midst of them. Lesson 1. The Science of the Mind. The first step in cultivating a peaceful mind is understanding how the mind works. Just like any other part of our body, our mind is constantly shaping our experiences and influencing our reality. Buddhists believe that our thoughts create the world we live in, and modern science supports this concept through the study of neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to change and reorganize itself throughout our lives. Essentially, our thoughts shape the neural pathways in our brain, and by consciously choosing our thoughts, we can literally rewire our brain to create new habits, attitudes, and behaviors. Every thought we have is like a seed planted in the garden of our mind. If we focus on negative, fearful, or anxious thoughts, we are essentially watering those seeds, causing them to grow and dominate our mindset. However, when we choose to cultivate positive, hopeful, and empowering thoughts, we are nurturing seeds that can transform our mental landscape into one of calm, clarity, and peace. The science of the mind shows us that we are not victims of our thoughts but active participants in shaping our mental reality. By practicing awareness and mindfulness, we gain the ability to choose which thoughts to nurture and which to let go of. In doing so, we can begin to experience a mind that is not constantly overwhelmed by external circumstances but is instead anchored in inner peace and strength. The power of our thoughts in shaping our reality. The power of our thoughts in shaping our reality is profound and undeniable. Everything we experience, from the external world to our emotional and physical states, is influenced by the way we think. This is not just a philosophical or spiritual idea, but a concept supported by both neuroscience and quantum physics. In essence, our thoughts have the power to shape our perception of reality, and in turn, our reality itself. This is the basis of the law of attraction, which asserts that what we focus on expands. If we dwell on negativity, scarcity, or fear, we are more likely to attract experiences that reinforce those feelings. Conversely, if we focus on gratitude, love, and abundance, we begin to attract those positive energies into our lives. The brain operates on the principle of neuroplasticity, which means that our thoughts literally shape the physical pathways in our brain. When we think in certain patterns repeatedly, those pathways become stronger and more ingrained. This is why negative thought patterns can feel so overwhelming, they become automatic, and the brain becomes conditioned to react in certain ways. However, by consciously practicing positive thinking, mindfulness, and gratitude, we can create new neural pathways that lead to healthier, more positive mental states. Our thoughts don't just influence how we feel in the moment, but they also affect our long-term well-being, including our physical health. Positive thinking has been shown to lower stress, improve immune function, and even increase longevity. By understanding the profound connection between our thoughts and our reality, we can begin to harness the power of our minds to create a life of peace, joy, and fulfillment. Neuroplasticity, the science behind mental change. Neuroplasticity, often called brain plasticity, is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This remarkable ability is at the heart of mental transformation. It explains how we can change our habits, thought patterns, and emotional responses by rewiring our brains. Every time we think, experience, or learn something new, our brain forms and strengthens neural pathways. The more we engage in a particular behavior or thought pattern, the more these pathways become established. This is why repeated actions and thoughts have a lasting impact on our lives. For instance, if we constantly think negatively or react impulsively, we are strengthening neural circuits that support these patterns. Over time, these pathways become ingrained, making negative thinking or stress responses automatic. However, neuroplasticity also provides us with the opportunity to change. By deliberately practicing new thoughts, actions, and behaviors, we can create new neural pathways. This process can lead to lasting positive changes in how we perceive the world, handle stress, and respond to challenges. The science behind neuroplasticity shows us that we are not bound by our past habits or mental patterns. With conscious effort, we can reshape our brains to foster healthier thought patterns and emotional responses. For example, through mindfulness and meditation, we can train our brains to become more focused, calm, and present. Over time, as we practice these techniques, our brains adapt and strengthen the neural connections responsible for calmness and clarity, leading to a more peaceful and balanced life. The law of attraction, how our thoughts affect our environment. The law of attraction is a concept rooted in the idea that we attract into our lives what we focus on. It suggests that our thoughts and emotions emit vibrations that interact with the energy of the universe, attracting experiences that match our internal state. This principle is not just spiritual, it also finds support in modern science, particularly in quantum physics, which suggests that everything in the universe is made of energy, including our thoughts. Our mental and emotional states send out energy vibrations that influence the events, people, and circumstances we encounter. When we focus on abundance, love, and positivity, we begin to emit higher frequency vibrations that align with positive experiences. These vibrations attract situations and people that resonate with our energy. On the other hand, if we focus on fear, lack, and negativity, we are likely to attract more of the same. The law of attraction emphasizes that we are not passive recipients of life's circumstances, rather, we actively shape our reality based on our thoughts and feelings. This law encourages us to become more mindful of our thoughts and emotions, recognizing that they are powerful forces that shape our experiences. By cultivating a positive mindset, we can consciously choose to focus on what we want to bring into our lives, whether it's love, success, or health. The more we direct our thoughts toward these desires, the more we align ourselves with the energy that attracts them. This is why gratitude, positive affirmations, and visualization practices are so effective in shifting our reality. They help us focus on what we want, rather than on what we fear or lack. The power of the present, how to redirect our thoughts. The present moment is the only moment we truly have control over. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain, which makes the present the most powerful moment for personal transformation. Learning to focus on the present moment is one of the most effective ways to redirect our thoughts and, consequently, our lives. By practicing mindfulness and living in the now, we can prevent our minds from wandering into negative thinking about the past or future, which often leads to stress and anxiety. When we practice mindfulness, we cultivate the ability to observe our thoughts without judgment. This helps us recognize when we are caught in patterns of worry or rumination. Once we identify these patterns, we can consciously choose to redirect our thoughts to the present moment, where we have the power to act and respond with intention. Focusing on the present also allows us to engage fully with life, whether we are working, spending time with loved ones, or simply appreciating the world around us. Redirecting our thoughts to the present moment reduces mental clutter and helps us develop clarity and calmness. It enables us to break free from the cycle of negative thinking that often keeps us trapped in fear, doubt, and anxiety. The more we practice living in the present, the easier it becomes to stay grounded, focused, and peaceful. This shift in mindset not only improves our mental and emotional well-being but also enhances our overall quality of life, as we become more attuned to the beauty and possibilities of the present moment. The importance of cultivating mental peace for a fulfilled life. Mental peace is the foundation of a fulfilled and balanced life. It is the state in which we can respond to life's challenges with clarity, compassion, and resilience, rather than with stress, fear, or anger. Cultivating mental peace doesn't mean that we will never face difficulties. Rather, it means that we develop the inner strength to navigate through them with grace and wisdom. When we are at peace within ourselves, we are better able to handle external pressures, making us more effective in our personal and professional lives. Mental peace is not a destination but a lifelong practice. It requires us to let go of unhealthy thought patterns, manage our emotions, and nurture our minds with positive, constructive thoughts. When we cultivate peace within, we create a sense of harmony that extends to every area of our lives, our relationships, work, health, and overall happiness. This sense of peace allows us to be present, make thoughtful decisions, and maintain balance in the face of life's unpredictability. Living a life of mental peace also improves our physical health. Research has shown that reducing stress and promoting mental well-being can lower blood pressure, boost immune function, and enhance longevity. When we practice mindfulness, meditation, and other techniques for mental peace, we are not only nurturing our minds but also promoting overall well-being. By making peace a priority, we open the door to living a more authentic, meaningful, and joyous life. Lesson 2: Generosity as a path to inner peace. Generosity is more than just giving material goods to others, it is a mindset and a practice that fosters deep inner peace. When we give freely, without expecting anything in return, we break free from the ego's tendency to hoard and protect, allowing ourselves to experience true liberation. Generosity is an act of selflessness that transcends material wealth and brings a profound sense of satisfaction and connection. It is not about how much we give, but the intention behind the act. Whether we are giving our time, energy, love, or resources, the simple act of giving allows us to step outside of ourselves and connect with others in a meaningful way. One of the most profound aspects of generosity is its ability to dissolve the illusion of separation. When we give, we recognize that we are part of a greater whole, and this recognition fosters a sense of interconnectedness and compassion. Instead of seeing ourselves as isolated individuals, we begin to understand that our well-being is intertwined with the well-being of others. This shift in perspective is a key element in cultivating inner peace. Generosity softens the heart and clears away the clutter of selfishness, leaving room for love and compassion to grow. Research has shown that generosity has a direct impact on our physical and emotional health. Acts of kindness trigger the release of oxytocin, the love hormone, which promotes feelings of happiness and bonding. Additionally, giving can lower stress levels and increase feelings of well-being, leading to a more peaceful and content life. By making generosity a regular part of our lives, we can nurture our inner peace and create a more harmonious world around us. The principle of abundance and how to break the myth of scarcity. The principle of abundance is rooted in the understanding that there is more than enough to go around for everyone. This concept challenges the common belief in scarcity, the idea that resources, love, success, and happiness are limited. When we live in the mindset of scarcity, we are driven by fear, constantly worried that we will run out of what we need, whether it's money, time, or opportunities. This mindset creates tension, anxiety, and competition, and it limits our ability to experience peace and contentment. On the other hand, the principle of abundance invites us to recognize the infinite possibilities available to us in every moment. Abundance is not only about material wealth, it also encompasses love, joy, opportunities, and creativity. When we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, we begin to see the wealth of blessings already present in our lives. This change in perspective allows us to let go of fear and embrace a more expansive and abundant view of the world. Breaking the myth of scarcity requires us to challenge deeply ingrained beliefs about limitation. We must learn to trust in the flow of life and understand that the universe is abundant and ever-flowing. When we operate from an abundant mindset, we are more likely to experience greater generosity, openness, and gratitude. We become more willing to share our resources with others, knowing that by doing so, we contribute to the overall flow of abundance. This generosity, in turn, attracts even more abundance into our lives. By embracing the principle of abundance, we release ourselves from the fear of lack and open the door to a life of prosperity and peace. When we understand that there is more than enough to go around, we can live with greater joy, confidence, and fulfillment, knowing that our needs will always be met. The power of detachment, releasing fear and anxiety. Detachment, in the context of mental peace, is the practice of letting go of attachments to outcomes, possessions, people, and even our own thoughts and emotions. It is not about withdrawing from life or being indifferent. Rather, detachment is about developing a sense of inner freedom by releasing our need to control or possess. We live in a world that constantly encourages attachment, whether it's to material things, relationships, success, or our personal identity. However, attachment often leads to suffering, as we become overly invested in maintaining these things and fear losing them. When we practice detachment, we free ourselves from the anxiety and fear that arise from attachment. This doesn't mean that we stop caring or stop pursuing our goals. Instead, it means that we learn to engage with life fully while maintaining an inner sense of peace, no matter what happens. By accepting that life is impermanent and that we cannot control every situation, we release the grip of fear and anxiety that often holds us back. This creates space for greater emotional flexibility and resilience. Detachment is particularly powerful when it comes to our relationships and expectations. We often experience suffering when we attach our happiness to other people or specific outcomes. By practicing detachment, we can cultivate a healthy sense of independence and self-sufficiency. This doesn't mean we stop loving or caring about others. Rather, it means we allow them to be themselves without imposing our expectations or seeking to control them. The practice of detachment also helps us overcome the fear of loss, which is often at the root of anxiety. By realizing that everything in life is temporary and that we can find peace within ourselves, regardless of external circumstances, we free ourselves from the grip of worry. This shift in mindset allows us to experience greater tranquility and emotional stability, leading to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Lesson 3: The Serenity of Detachment for a Peaceful Mind. The serenity of detachment is a powerful concept that can transform the way we approach life. It is the practice of letting go of unnecessary attachments and allowing ourselves to be at peace with the ebb and flow of life. In many ways, the serenity of detachment is about releasing the need for control and accepting life as it is, without constantly striving to change it. When we stop clinging to external outcomes and possessions, we begin to experience a profound sense of freedom and inner peace. One of the key aspects of detachment is the ability to prioritize what truly matters. Just as a jar cannot hold everything at once, our minds cannot contain every worry, responsibility, and distraction. To create space for peace, we must simplify our lives and focus on the essentials. This may involve letting go of unnecessary possessions, responsibilities, or relationships that no longer serve our well-being. By focusing on what truly matters, we create a sense of harmony and balance in our lives. The serenity of detachment also involves the practice of mindfulness, being fully present in the moment without clinging to the past or future. When we are detached, we are not preoccupied with what could have been or what might happen. We are free to experience life as it unfolds, embracing each moment with acceptance and grace. This helps us develop a calm and peaceful mind, even in the face of challenges. In the long run, detachment leads to greater emotional resilience. When we stop attaching our happiness to external circumstances, we are better equipped to handle the ups and downs of life with equanimity. Detachment frees us from the tyranny of our desires and fears, allowing us to experience life more fully and peacefully. By embracing the serenity of detachment, we unlock the door to lasting inner peace. As we reach the end of this journey toward inner peace, remember that the path to a calm and balanced mind isn't a distant destination, but a continuous practice, one that you can start today. Life can be overwhelming, but with the right tools, like mindfulness, generosity, and detachment, you have the power to transform your thoughts, actions, and reality. It's not about perfection, but about progress, taking small steps each day to cultivate peace within yourself. If you felt a sense of connection to these teachings, know that they are available to you in every moment. You have the ability to create space for serenity in your life, regardless of what's happening around you. So, let's take action. Begin by choosing one lesson to focus on today, whether it's cultivating generosity, practicing detachment, or simply being mindful of your thoughts. Each step forward is a step toward a more peaceful, balanced life. If you found value in this video, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment below. What's one change you're going to make today to bring more peace into your life? Let's keep this conversation going and continue supporting each other on this journey toward inner peace. Together, we can create a more peaceful world, one mindful thought at a time. Thank you for being here. Remember, peace is not just a goal, it's a practice, and you are already on the path. Keep going.